Okay, let's see here. So we got a pole position cockpit here. I do believe I see some graphical errors in the background on the mountains and whatnot. So I think I'm going to have to do some board level repair. Got to bust out the logic probe and kind of troubleshoot which chips need to be reprogrammed and whatnot. So, but yeah, typical thing. Bulbs might be out, and I think I'm going to swap them with LEDs. So, I think that should work out all right. Just kind of upgrade it to some modern lighting. Donkey Kong Jr., I believe there is some audio hum on that, so I think I'm going to have to do some audio board rebuild. Typical cap kit, not a problem. I've done dozens of these back in the day, so it should only take me 15-20 minutes to do that repair. Back to the original. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. So yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going? So yeah, I was just kind of making my list of stuff I need to get ordered with Arcade Parts and Repair.com. They are my #1 choice of getting my cap kits ordered. A lot of times I have to kind of update them on more modern resistors, capacitors that might be required on some of these board level repairs that I'm kind of been around for a long time, so I know all these in-depth repairs. My typical weekend is what I do here. So yeah, Arcade Parts and Repair, good guys. Pete, I believe is his name. Good guy. So we keep in touch, and pretty much everything he knows, he learned from me. But you don't quote me on that, but I pretty much have done that with most of the arcade reseller component parts level guys. That's what I do. So all good to go. So all right. Hello and welcome. I'm Gack. This is Arts and Craft with Gack, where I like to pair up various beverages I enjoy with games or project I do. This time I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, where I decided I wanted to do some blind taste testing between a whole array of good beers that are, well, I'll call craft beers that are, tend to be more flavorful, smaller batches by smaller breweries, but in this case they're a little lower level alcohol, lower level calories. I've got 8 of them in the lineup tonight, so it is what it is. So I had my lavalier mic tested out earlier, and it just kept snap, crackle, popping, and I was having trouble. So I'm just going to go ahead and wing it like I used to do with just an open mic in the room. But I need to get my bottle opener to open these 2 bottles, but I want to go ahead and get the numbering system down, and then I'll mix it up. I went ahead and pre-did some labels here with the numbers on them, so I can kind of pair the cups with the drinks. And then I need to get the bottle opener to open the bottles, and I do have one that's on tap. So I'll go over all the details of these beers, but they are, I think all of them are 130 calories or less, with the exception of the one that's on tap. I'll have to double check that, but I think it's more like 140-ish calories. And that's kind of good to throw in the mix to see if I can actually tell the difference of a higher calorie beer, if it actually is better, more aromatic, better flavor in comparison to the other. Let me go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and number these and see if I can tell the difference later. But so Drake's Kickback Pale Ale, I got the #1 on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the #1, I'm going to put it on the bottom of this cup, and I won't, ideally, I mean I can kind of see it, but with beer on there I hopefully should not be able to see that. I won't really pay attention to that. I just kind of want to do this for fun to see if I can tell the difference. Alright, took a quick break to have some dinner, and now I'm back, First, let me go ahead and go over the details of them. Now, these are not 100% accurate. These are what the information I can find online. A lot of it is either at ratebeer.com or the websites of the actual breweries. So take it for what it is. It's as accurate as I can find. So these are not 100% accurate, I would say. I'm going to go ahead and pour them all, and then I'm going to have my son kind of come out off camera and mix these all up, Budweiser Tapper style, mixing them all up, and I'm going to see if I can tell the difference and put them in their lineup. Like, I can't see the number underneath this. This is number 5, but I can't see it underneath correctly right now. This one I can tell there's a 4 underneath it, but I think once I put the beers in them, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, pour these, and let's crack into it. So Drake's Kickback. I've had, I think, all of these except for I don't think I've ever had Abita Light, and I don't think I've ever had Omission Light, but I believe I've had all the rest of these at least a couple times before. So it'll be interesting to see if I can tell the difference in the lineup. So I'm just going to go ahead and line these up. I'll square them away so we can see the numbers. But for right now, I'm just going to pour them all in. This is a lot of beer, by the way. 8 different beers. Even at, you know, if we round down and call them 100 calories each, that's 800 calories and quite a bit of beer. This would be more than I would normally drink over the course of a night, but it's Saturday night. Let's have a good time, right? So yours truly. Now yours truly, I believe this one is one they recommend to have kind of somewhat fresh canning, and I know this one was canned a while ago. Let's see, it says best by August 29th, 2018. So that's like 5 months past due. So I'm sure the flavor has dropped off a little bit in the aroma, but I know I had one recently and it wasn't too bad at all. It was still very drinkable. So the Abita here. So far they're all, you know, looking pretty close in color, so I think when they're mixed up I won't be able to tell much difference. The Omission here. It looks a little bit lighter, more clear, but it's kind of to be expected. It's a light beer. I believe the Lagunitas daytime is lighter also, but it's not. Don't be deceived by the looks of it, because it still has amazing flavor and aroma. So just at a glance, I can tell it looks lighter than the others, but that's very deceiving. It still is amazing aroma and flavor. Hopefully this is recording. I was having troubles with the audio earlier. Now we have the mango, or sorry, pineapple by Golden Road. And it was, you know, in the beers I've had of these before, definitely the Golden Road were very flavorful. Not quite what I normally have, but still very good as far as what I would consider a craft beer. I'm going to take a cut here, and I'll intertwine some Budweiser Tapper, mixing them all up, and then we'll then I'll see what I can find the differences. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. You know, good times. So Saturday night. So here we are back. Have my son kind of mix them all up. I'm 99% sure I can tell one of them out already in the lineup because I know what it is. That's all right. But the rest I really have no idea. But I'll just go ahead and reiterate the lineup. So we have Drake's Kickback coming in at 129 calories, 4.3% alcohol. Golden Road Mango, 120 calories, 4% alcohol. Ninkasi, Yours Truly, 129 calories, 4.3% alcohol. Abita Light at 118 calories and 4% alcohol. Oskar Blues Pinner, which is the one that's kind of out of the crowd, that's higher alcohol, higher calories. It's 147 calories, 4.9% alcohol. Then we have Omission Ultimate Light, that's 99 calories and 4.2% alcohol. Lagunitas Daytime, that's at 98 calories and 4% alcohol. Again, that is a new release. It used to be higher alcohol, higher calories. They recently reduced it to that, so I'm excited about that one. It's really good. And then at the last of the lineup, we have Golden Road Pineapple, coming in at 129 calories and 4%. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go down the lineup with the aroma and how it looks, just to the eye of what my preference is of how I like beer to look. It really doesn't matter, in all honesty. It's the aroma, the flavor, and then of course the alcohol that kicks in for you. So alright, so I'm going to go down the lineup. Just a quick visual before I check the aroma. So just in the time it's taken me to pour these and mix them all up, this one seems to have lost its head, the foaminess on top. So it's probably a little more carbonated, I would guess, a little less smooth and foamy. This one here is definitely darker. Got a nice head on it. I can already say, like, pretty much 100% guarantee that is the Pinner, because I knew that one ahead of time. Let's see here. The other ones, this one's very clear. This one's very clear. So is this one, but darker. The rest are all kind of a little bit hazy, just at a glance. So I'm gonna go ahead and just check the aroma. Why not? It smells nice. I can't quite tell what it is. It doesn't smell skunky or funky. It has kind of a citrusy, crisp smell to it. Same with that one, maybe a little more lemon on that one. Not much aroma on that one. Not much aroma again. That one definitely, I would guess this one is the Daytime, because it has that hoppy aroma to it, that West Coast, you know, kind of hop bomb aroma. Before even smelling these and comparing to the prior, I'm gonna guess this one is gonna match up with number 7, the Lagunitas Daytime. Not much on the nose on that one. That one might smell a little mango. I'm not 100% sure. Just guessing before I even taste it. It might be lined up with the mango here. Not much on the aroma. So most of these, not much aroma. This one, I This one definitely seems like I can smell more hops on it, and that's why I'm kind of calling that one out as the Lagunitas Daytime, because those guys really come out on top for that. I would still guess that's what that is. One of these here I think was a little more mango-y. That one might be the mango one. Not sure on that one. I don't know. Not sure what my son did. I just asked him to make sure they didn't all line up, to make sure they mixed up. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the gamut of flavor, and really that's what when it breaks down to it, that's what's going to be, I believe, what is going to be your favorite beers is when it comes down to tasting, how it hits the flavor palette. Aroma is the first thing that hits you that you're going to like, and then the second thing is the flavor. So really, to me, that's the two most important things, is the aroma and the flavor. Really, the alcohol and how it looks, meh, it doesn't matter. My opinion. So, okay, so let's taste this one, and I cannot see any numbers below, so I have no idea which one's which. That's hard to tell. If I had to guess, it might be the mango one. I don't think the pineapple. But I think one of these, the aroma was the mango, but this one, the flavor. It seems like I'm tasting mango on that one. I have to kind of go through these, and then I'll start rearranging them as I kind of guess. I'm gonna guess that one's the pineapple. I'm gonna guess that's the pineapple. I'm gonna put that one down there for now. Can kind of work my way through these. I'm not getting much on aroma. I mean, it's nice. All these so far, they definitely taste good. Definitely good, you know, craft beers. If I had to guess, I have not had it. It's going to be one of these two, the Abita or the Omission. Only because it's a little bit darker, I'm going to guess the Abita. Just totally guessing that the less gluten is going to be a little lighter. I have no idea why, but just guessing that. Just by visual, that's the only way I can tell right now, is because I already saw this and know what it looks like, is the pinner. 99% sure of that, but on flavor, now tasting the four I've had so far, it'd be hard to tell. I mean, it's a nice drinker, definitely good, but I'm gonna guess it's pinner. I'll start rearranging these and putting it back up as I go. The first one kind of threw me off. I'm not sure what that one is. Now, based on aroma, like I said, I'm 99% sure this is Lagunitas. Yeah. I'm gonna say 100%. 100% sure that's Lagunitas. Which, again, in my opinion, is probably the best of the lineup. But let's continue down the line. They're still all very good. I'm not smelling anything on that one. That's hard to tell. Either I'm gonna guess. Now, it's one of these three. I'm pretty sure of that. It's not going to be the Omission one because that's the one that's behind. So just by deducing whatever, I'm pretty sure it's not that one because I don't think my son would purposely have one matched up. I asked him to make sure none of them matched up. So that tells me I feel like it's either going to be Abita Light or yours truly. So I'm going to go with yours truly. That one, yours truly, by the way, like I said, is probably 5 months. It said best by August 29th, 2018. So really it's not fresh at all. It's going to lose the aroma and flavor. Ninkasi has always, to me, been really good stuff. And their stuff tends to be a little bit more malty than what I'm kind of accustomed to as the West Coast style. But it tastes a little more malty, I'd say. So that's what kind of leans towards that for me. It's hard for me to tell the difference between the pineapple and mango. It's either the pineapple or the mango. I'd say this one. Again, I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So for right now, I'm going to say mango. I think that's what it is. But I could have mango and pineapple wrong. But it's a 50-50 shot, I think, at this point. I'm not huge on mango. Pineapple, usually I can tell that, but it's not overbearing. The pineapple and the mango, these guys did, which I do like. I don't like it over the top. Some of those, I love Ballast Point Brewery and all their beers they do, but in my opinion, when they did the pineapple and the there's like a watermelon one, I think, they just went way over top with those flavor and aroma. It's like they dropped what do you call those little candies? I can't remember what they're called now. But it's like they put those hard candies that are like super strong, powerful candy flavor. That's what it seems like to me they did. All right, so what do we got here? I'm not really recognizing it, but at the spots where I'm at right now, this is definitely not kickback because that's what's behind. So that forces me to say this is kickback, but I don't think it is. I don't think that's kickback, but I have to put it over there. Which means this one has to be Omission, but I don't think it's Omission. But I don't know. I've never had Omission. No, see that? That one might be mango. Ah, that's really hard. Now I want to taste the mango one. I think it is. I think that one's mango. I really do. I think that one's mango. Ah, this is hard. This is very hard. I think that's pineapple. I'm pretty sure that's pineapple. So I'm fairly confident these ones are correct. This one's correct. This one's correct. Drake's, I'm not sure. Let's try that one again. It's not really sticking out because some of these have really strong flavor and aroma. This one's kind of more mellow. I think I'm still going to stick with that. Let's see if this mango is correct. I really think that's mango. I mean, between the aroma, the flavor, they're all, again, these are all really nice beers. I wouldn't say any of them are, you know, not that good. Actually, I think I might switch these. This might be a mistake, but just based on aroma, I think I'm gonna go with that. That one might be Drake's, and that one might be yours truly. I need to kind of narrow this down here. This could take a while. 8 different beers. Uh-oh. Gyrus giving me troubles. I got the grid screen. So this one, it's got really nice aroma. But again, I don't know if it's the Abita or the Omission. The only thing that makes me separate those two is I'm making an assumption that Omission is going to be lighter in color. Now, it's definitely good. It's crisp. It's clear. It's got really nice lacing. You can still see the lacing on the foam there. It doesn't really stick out as like amazing, but it's nice though. It's not. You can tell it's not crappy beer. So I already knew, but I'm 100% sure it's Pinner. Shh, Skippy, crazy puppy. Ah, shh, shh. This one I don't get any aroma on it. It's hard to tell because this one tastes a little bit fruity. I don't know. That one has got me. I will probably have to play this video back because this one could very well be the pineapple. Let me try the pineapple again. That one, it definitely seems like it has a pineapple aroma though. I'm gonna stick with that as pineapple. So that kind of leaves me with the Lagunitas daytime. I'm pretty much 100% sure this is correct. Yeah. The aroma is amazing. Lagunitas always knocks it out of the park. Lagunitas is probably, I don't know if I can say #1, but absolutely top 3 of the breweries that are like readily available beers on the shelf at grocery stores, pretty much wherever you can find it, that you're not going to fail. You get anything from Lagunitas, it's going to be good stuff. You really can't go wrong. I don't think I've ever had a Lagunitas that I don't like, or it tastes expired or gross. My absolute favorite though by Lagunitas is Born Yesterday. Amazing stuff. They do it once a year. Comes out in October-ish. Excuse me. You know, you drink all these beers, you're gonna bound to burp, right? Yeah, that's my absolute favorite. So I have labels underneath all these, numbering them. I'm guessing that's what they are, and so I'm going to go ahead and I have some stickers left over from when my son graduated high school last year. So I actually have 8 of them. Some of them match though, so let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put graduate. Why not? If I can get this thing to peel off. So I'm going to put graduate on Lagunitas, which I believe is going to be which my opinion is the winner. This is my #1 pick. #1 pick for sure. I couldn't tell you any #2s or 3s. The rest are all very similar, but you know, none of them are gross. They are all definitely drinkable, enjoyable. The pinner, I'm pretty sure that's it. I would not put this above Lagunitas. Absolutely not. And for the amount of extra calories, you're coming in at almost 1.5. I think it's 98 calories. This is 147 calories. That you know, if you could have 3 of these for every 2 of these. So over the course of the night, if you're going to have a handful of beers, this one is going to be the winner in my pick. Definitely the winner of all of them. But they're all excellent. Let me try this Abita Light. I would think that's what that is. It's kind of, I'm not going to say it's the lowest of them all, but maybe. It definitely has, to me, this, whatever is in this, has that kind of light beer taste. It's got a nice aroma. It's definitely way better than, you know, Bud Light, Coors Light, all those. But maybe that's the lower end of all these. So I'm gonna put I'll put the hats off one on that one. So hats off to whatever beer this is. Hats off to whatever this beer is. It's probably my least favorite of all of them. I would grade most of them the same. The mango and the pineapple, I'm pretty sure that's what those are. That's not normally something I lean towards, but it's nice to mix it up and have that kind of stuff. Again, these are all craft beers, where they're not, you know, mega mass produced, and they definitely have a lot more flavor. Give you something to enjoy over the course of the night on your own or at a party or whatever. So I don't know, I think this was really interesting. 8 of them might be a bit too many. Probably 4 would be better for me to really try to dissect in more detail, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one, and this is my favorite, Lagunitas Daytime. You know, now if I compare this to a double IPA or a hazy IPA, you know, Treehouse, Moonraker, that kind of stuff, it's going to be hard for me to say this is as good or better. But when you're trying to be calorie conscious and health conscious of what your intake is, to, you know, just try to be better overall. These are kind of like the gamut of what I've found that's readily available right now. I think in the summertime there's a lot more available, but this is a pretty good lineup going into the springtime for me to kind of narrow down what I want to try to have as on tap default beers to go with. And like I said, Lagunitas I think is the one. It's the big winner. So Oskar Blues Pinner is definitely good stuff. They're all excellent. I'm glad I was able to get this on tap, assuming that is what this one is. But it's not the winner of the group. So, all right. So now I'm gonna cut the tape and make sure this recorded properly, and then I'm gonna check the lineup, and then we'll see how far off I am from my guesses of my blind taste test. So, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and reveal these and see which one, if I'm correct or not, and you know, go from there. I do want to note my gyrus is acting up tonight. It's a little chilly in the garage. I got the heater going. It is a little cold. You know, games are what they are. Sometimes they work, sometimes they act up. So I'm enjoying some beverages, so you know, it's all good. I may try to do some Donkey Kong Jr. There is a in the Kong Club on Facebook, they're doing a 5-minute challenge. I don't know if it ends this weekend or not. I want to say it's somewhere between 40 and 50,000 points in 5 minutes is the current record to beat. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if maybe I can pull that off tonight. But so that's number 1, Drake's. Let's see what it says under here. It says number 1. I'll tilt this back so I can drink it. So I actually was correct on that one. All right, I'm feeling good so far. Like 1 for 1. I'm knocking it out of the park, 100%. Next in the lineup here is by Golden Road, called Mango Cart. It's a mango wheat ale. Again, I was still a little bit confused. It's a little bit hard for my palate to tell the difference between the mango and the pineapple, but I feel fairly confident I got this one right with the mango. So that's number 2. So let's see what this says here. Nope, I was wrong. So it says number 4, which is actually the Abita Light. All right, so I'm gonna tilt this back, take a swig so you can see the number. Really interesting, because I could have sworn I could taste mango on that, but I'm incorrect. So I'm gonna put that one there, which is surprising because I would have guessed that was going to be my least favorite, the Abita Light, but the Abita Light actually was not my least favorite. So that it's fun to kind of find this stuff out. All right, Ninkasi, this is the third one. I believe I recall this one was a little more malty. That's the word I was looking for earlier. So traditional, the West Coast hop bombs are more bitter, very hoppy, but the traditional IPAs are a little more malty. The East Coast, the old school East Coast style, are very malty, too malty if you ask my opinion, but still very good. I love Ninkasi. Their stuff is awesome. Just a little more malty than the traditional West Coast that I default with, but definitely their quality is just amazing. So Ninkasi number 3. I'm going to see if this is right. I can already tell by looking at the number. That says number 6. So that tells me it's actually, this was the Omission. So I've never actually had the Omission. I'm pretty surprised by that. It's definitely good. Okay, so alright, so I'm 1 for 3. That's not good. I feel like I should have known that better than Ninkasi. But again, it is what it is. When you do these blind tastes, you never can tell. So the Omission, I guess, in my opinion, has a little bit more malt backbone, which I was assuming was the Ninkasi, and it actually isn't. I assume the Ninkasi was more of a malty backbone, but it's actually the Omission that has a little bit more of a malty backbone. But again, I've never had either one of these two, so it is what it is. Okay, so now the Abita Light. I already know I'm incorrect on this one. I'm just hoping it's one of these two, so I'm not wrong again on one of these. So I'm going to taste it again, and then I'm going to make a guess at which one it is before I check it out. Okay, I'm going to say that is not the mango. It has a little bit of a malty forward. So I'm going to guess it's number 3 Ninkasi then, since I was wrong about that. Yes, so here I'm going to go ahead and tilt it back. That is number 3 Ninkasi. So so far I've only got 1 out of the first 4 correct. Yikes. But once I realized that one was wrong, by tasting it again, the little bit of malt forward, I rearranged my opinion and was able to, confirm that that's the Ninkasi. So okay, all right, on to the pinner. Again, really because of the color, this one has more of a copper flavor, or copper color. Gyrus is really giving me troubles. Hold on a moment. Poor Gyrus, acting up on me. If I wasn't such a pro at fixing these games, I don't think any of them would work. Okay, pinner. Oskar Blues pinner, really good stuff. Like I said, I'm 90% sure that this is correct because it's got that copper tone. It has the lacing, which I was already familiar with. That had, pardon me. Oh, Skippy, the puppy. Okay. For the third time. I'm pretty sure this is Oskar Blue's pinner. Really good stuff. In the lineup, it didn't really stick out as that great. So I think these other ones are good alternatives if I had the option to get those on tap. It's still really good, but the amount of calories that it's up there may not be the best choice. So that's number 5. I'm gonna guess this is number 5. Yes, so number 5. I'll go ahead and tilt this back. As I spill it on myself. Alright, so far I have 2 out of the first 5 correct. I guarantee I have this one wrong. And I'll probably have these 2 right. So let's see. So Omission, which I had done wrong. I'm gonna guess it's probably the mango. And I may have said that before. I'll have to play back the tape. The mango is hard to tell. It's hard to detect because it's not really that strong. But I'm gonna guess that's gonna wind up being the mango, which is number 2. And yes, I'm correct. So I'll go ahead and tilt it back. Number 2 is the mango. So out of the first 6, I only nailed 2 of them. Yikes! I was sure I was going to get the mango one correct. I was sure I was going to get the pineapple correct. I was sure I was going to get the Lagunitas correct. And I was sure I was going to get the pinner correct. I got the pinner correct. But that's it so far. So, on to the Lagunitas. Like I said, I'm 100% sure it's correct. I'm gonna smell it one more time. Yeah, their stuff is like really sticks out. The way they have the hoppiness. It's just amazing stuff. I'm sure of it. Yes, and it's number 7, Lagunitas. Let me tilt this correctly. Excellent. Excellent stuff. I gave it the gold medal. The graduate. So that means I'm pretty much sure I have that one right too. Now down to the pineapple cart. I have all these other ones, so it is what it is. I'm sure that's what it is. Yeah. So that one's number 8. There we go, number 8. I'll tilt it back. So, given the odds of everything, the only one where I screwed up was the mango, and the other ones I wasn't sure of. I got lucky on drinks. Mango, I was wrong. But I got 4 right out of 8. So 50-50 shot. I'm calling that a, you know, pretty decent odds. And you know, fun trying this out. Next time I think I'm gonna have to have someone else join me on this one, because it's a challenge. It's really an interesting challenge to try to define which one's which, and that mango really threw me off. That one trips me out because I was sure that was mango, but I think it was the Omission one that I had mixed between the two. Yours truly threw me a little bit off because I thought it was a little more malty, and I think I had it mixed. I think I had these two flipped. If I have it correct, I had these two flipped and I had these two flipped, but not bad. I think I did it pretty good. I don't think I failed, but you know, it was fun doing this. So, all right. So, you know, overall, this is very fun to do. Very interesting. I'll go ahead and line these up. So we have 8 different beers. 7 of them are 130 calories or less. The only one that was the kind of thrown into the mix was the Pinner, which is 147 calories, I think, which 150. And in my opinion, it's not significantly better than any of the rest. So you don't even need to consider it if you're really trying to be more health conscious and keep the calories down and enjoy the flavor. If you're a craft beer enthusiast, you want the flavor, you want the aroma, the whole package. None of these are very expensive either compared to a lot of high-end craft beers, so these are all kind of mostly readily available. And but yeah, I truly believe Lagunitas is absolutely the winner. It gets the gold medal, and I really appreciate that one. All of them are very good. Which one was the other one that I had the medal on? This one was, so unfortunately this one was my least favorite, which wound up being Yours Truly by Ninkasi. And I did note that Ninkasi, they said that best by August 29th. So we're in the middle of February right now. So it's 5 months, almost 5 months past when they recommended enjoying it by. So the flavor is definitely going to drop off on that one. So yeah, all right, there we have it. All right, so enjoy trying out different craft beers. Have fun with it. Give me some feedback. Please mention in the comments down below. Let me know if there's any other beers you'd highly recommend that are, you know, let's say 130 calories or less. Ideally 100 calories or less, but that is super hard to find. Extremely rare that Lagunitas has this, and that's why I picked this one as the winner. And so, but yes, definitely give me some feedback. Let me know what kind of beers you guys like, and you know, let's have a good time. So let's play some games, enjoy some beers, have a good session. I think I'm gonna play some Donkey Kong Jr. tonight. Good times. Cheers, everyone. And oh boy, I have a lot of beers left to drink. This is 8 beers. Good to go.